If you find yourself getting stuck in IELTS Academic Writing Task 2 due to lack of ideas, then this video is for you. Hey guys, this is Dory. I'm a teacher of English, and the purpose of today's video is to make you relax. What do I mean by that? I mean that sometimes students tell me that they can't find any ideas, they're not familiar with the topic. It's very difficult for them to find an idea to write in Academic Writing Task 2, let alone sometimes 2 ideas. So today I'm going to show you some ways, some tips that you can follow in order to come up with some ideas to fill in those 2 paragraphs of the main body. First of all you need in Academic Writing Task 2 is 250 words, the minimum. If you take away the introduction and the conclusion, then the main body should consist of either 2 to 3 paragraphs. Of course, in a topic that you're not very familiar with, you're not gonna choose to write 3 paragraphs. Obviously, you're gonna stick with 2 paragraphs, but you will try your best to analyze them and to elaborate on the idea, on your topic statement as much as you can and highlight it with examples. Before we get to the main body, I want to remind you that in the introduction, no matter what the essay type, all you have to do is to paraphrase the topic that you are given, and then if it is an opinion essay or if you're asked to do so by the topic, you state your opinion as well. If you need help about the way to write the perfect introduction, a complete introduction, you can watch this playlist over here that I'm gonna put the link in the description box below as well. In this playlist, I take each and every different essay type you might come across in Academic Writing Task 2, and I show you the way to write the perfect introduction along with useful phrases. Now, let's move on to the main body. Let's start with an opinion essay first. First things first. So in an opinion essay, you have to take sides, you have to state your opinion in the introduction as well. So what I'm about to tell you, you're gonna do it before you start writing your essay because you need to decide. And of course, it doesn't matter what you believe, you will choose the opinion with which you know you have a lot of things to write about. The first thing you can do is to ask yourself questions in order to see what you can come up with in relation to the topic. So the first question you can ask is, what are the benefits of what the topic is talking about? What are the drawbacks of what the topic is asking about? Again, you're not familiar with this topic, but I think that at least with one idea of either a positive or a negative thing, you will be able to come up with, and you're going to cling to this idea and start analyzing it. If you still can't come up with one idea by asking yourself questions in relation to the topic, which again, I have to tell you, I find it highly unlikely because these topics are going to be familiar topics more or less. It's not something that's going to be out of this world for you. But anyway, even if you find yourself that you can't come up with a positive or something negative to say about the topic, then you will ask yourself about different perspectives. For example, you will ask yourself, if I saw the topic from an educational point of view, what about a scientific point of view, a moral, an ethical, a religious point of view? What about the economic aspect or the social aspect of the topic? I'm pretty sure that if you ask yourself all these questions through these different perspectives that I've just shared with you, I'm sure you can come up with at least one idea to help you form an opinion, state it in the introduction, and then use that argument from a social point of view, economic point of view, it doesn't matter, to base your first paragraph, analyze it, elaborate a little bit on it, highlight it with an example, and then move on. In my opinion, you will come up with at least 2 more ideas if you ask yourself these questions, but let's just say you cannot come up with another idea to defend your opinion in the second paragraph of the main body that you need to write about. Then what will you do? I have another solution for you too. So after asking all these questions to yourself, you might come up with ideas that support your opinion, but you can also you could potentially come up with ideas that also disagree with your opinion. So I'm sure that you will definitely come up with at least one idea for the opposite view as well. So you will take that idea and you will use it in the second paragraph of the main body. And now you will ask me, because this may sound controversial that I'm telling you, why would I need to refer to the opposite view in an opinion essay? You will do it in order to immediately refute it and show that yes, many people believe that as well, but my opinion is better because, well, of course, you're not going to say my opinion is better. You understand what I want to say. You will use the opposite view in order to make your view stronger, in order to contradict it, if you have no ideas whatsoever to support your view apart from only one. Again, it's a lot better than not writing anything at all. In this way, if you get stuck and you have no ideas other than only one for your own opinion and nothing else, then you will come up with one idea of the opposite view of what other people think that you disagree with in order to take advantage of it as well. Of course, in Discuss Both Views and Advantages, Disadvantages essays, this is even easier because either way already you have to refer to both views, to both advantages and disadvantages, whatever you prefer to call it. So all you need again is to come up with one idea for one view and another idea for the other view, or one advantage and one disadvantage. How are you going to do that? Again, by asking yourself the same questions from a social aspect, educational aspect, economic aspect, scientific aspect, moral aspect, religious aspect, you name it, environmental, if I have forgotten that. So you will definitely, depending on the context and on the topic, you will definitely find at least two ideas, one for each side. Now, for Discuss Problems and Solutions essays, things are not exactly the same, because in this type of essay you have to suggest your own solutions to a problem. But again, the tip is to ask yourself questions. What type of questions? In this case, a little bit different. Try to think of measures that could be taken by the government, by society, by the community, by individuals, by the family, by the church, by charities, and even by schools. I think I have given you lots and lots of ideas to think about. And if you ask yourself questions in relation to how all these could help and provide a solution to a problem, I'm sure you will be able to come up with at least two solutions. I think more than that, but let's just say the topic is difficult for you, with at least two solutions. In future videos, of course, we will discuss how to analyze a paragraph in order to be able to reach the limit of the 250 words. But for now, I think that these tips can totally help you come up with ideas, and for whatever essay type. In conclusion, again, you just summarize the main ideas of your essay in different words, of course, so as not to sound repetitive. You restate your opinion in other words if you're asked to do so by the topic, and that's it. So even if you're not familiar with the topic at all, don't let the topic overwhelm you. You can do this with any topic. That's it for today. If you found this video helpful, please do like and subscribe. Also, you can ask me your questions or your ideas for future videos here in the YouTube comments or in Facebook and Instagram, or links are down below. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, good luck with your exam.